This is a Gen 4 OU battle against Yus, and this is a team I made a long time ago and I've been dying to use. The reason I've never used it yet on my channel is because in Gen 4 online you can't use forms, and this team's always had the Rotom heat, and forms, like I said, always get reverted back to their original form. It's a Gen 4 thing. So we found action replay code that allows forms to stay. Therefore I said to Yus, alright, we're doing this, we're using this. And yeah, so this is a stall team. It's got Hippowdon, Skarmory for hazards. I got Water, Grass, Fire combo on the team. I got Hippowdon, Clefable and Skarmory for the sand. Clefairy is a replacement to Blissey, so it's like a Scar Bliss for Scar Fable. And it's just a personal set of mine, it's amazing. Magic Guard is amazing. And yeah, you'll see it in work later. It's a set, it's just something I've wanted to use on my channel. Yus brings a decent team. I don't know what Yus was bringing. I was very paranoid before the battle because I was like, I know I've told Yus of this team long time ago, and this team is on my channel in one of my reaction videos, so I wasn't sure how much Yus remembered. He said he didn't remember much, but going in he knew I was gonna have sand. He didn't know who though. He knew I was bringing Fable, and he knew I was bringing Rotom, obviously because of the code. So we start the match, and I'm just at the start of the match you see how paranoid I am, because I lead Hippowdon and he leads Starmie. I'm like, that was like best counter to me, like what can I do? So I switch into Rose and I'm just like, okay, well I'll take the Surf and try to put something asleep. And I'm just like, okay, well yeah, I'm gonna get a sleep off on something, so that's fine. He brings in Snorlax. I'm like, okay, typical. It's Snorlax sleeping Pokemon, put it to sleep. And here I'm just thinking, okay, well I'm just gonna go back into Hippowdon and maybe try to get up the rocks or something. Actually no, sorry, I think I went to Skarmory. Yeah, Skarmory, I thought I'll get off the spikes, and he brings in a Sizzle, so I'm just like, okay, well now I know he's got that thing. And the match started off okay, I guess, but this match was actually 3 hours long. It's unbelievable. So he brings in Starmie, and here I'm thinking, normally I would be like he's gonna spin or something, but man, I wasn't taking risks. So I put in Clefable, and this is the set I was talking about. This is my Burn Orb set, Flame Orb. So the way it works is I usually trick the Flame Orb to something with like the natural cure ability. So here I'm just going to paralyze the Togekiss, and I'm like, oh shit, he's got a Togekiss, well it's probably going to power hacks me later on or something. And so I wasn't too sure what I was going to do, so I bring in Hippowdon because I want to get my hazards up, seeing that he has a flying type. So I'm going to get the Stealth Rock up, and yeah, he brings in Snorlax again, so I'm just really wondering what kind of set this Snorlax is. I'm not too sure. So I'm thinking also at the same time Rotom can probably wall it as well. So I go into Skarmory because I know Skarmory are very good at walling Snorlaxes. He goes for Body Slam, and I get the idea now he's trying to get like some sort of paralyze or something possibly. So here I actually just jump straight into Rotom to try to wall him. He brings his Zapdos, so I'm like, oh good, he's got two flying types, Stealth Rock is going to be important. And here I wasn't sure what set this was, so I go for the substitute, and yeah, I sub up here to scout. And the way he brought in this Tyranitar was like, okay, well he's a Scarf Pursuit set, so here I just switch out with the sub in case he went for Pursuit. I want the sub take damage. He goes for Stone Edge, and seeing that he doesn't have leftovers here, I'm thinking, yep, he's a Scarf set. So here I stayed in, and he comes out with a Flamethrower, and I'm like, yes, what the hell is that? What is that? Like, oh my god. I wasn't thinking, because like I said, this battle was 3 hours. It's a 15-minute video, but it started at 9:45 and it finished at 12:45. No word of a lie. Like, even Yus is gonna say this. So here I use Earthquake on this incoming Starmie, and I'm thinking, okay, that was good damage. I'm actually gonna stay in and do that again because he's either gonna recover or spin. So I can see myself just wearing him down. I feel like he's trapped here. I feel like he has to let the Skarmory die. Sorry about that, charging my laptop. I feel like he's gonna let it die, and I get a crit there. That was a critical hit, my bad. And then, you know, I don't control these things, but at least that thing's down. I bring in Rotom because I'm like, okay, well Rotom can wall this Snorlax. I'm almost certain he can, because he's probably a curse set or something. So I'm a Pain Split set, a sub Pain Split set. So I go for the sub, and he reveals Crunch, and I'm like, oh god, Yus. The one thing about Yus is these sets, man. You can never predict Yus. He always puts the weirdest things on everything. So now I can't trust these Tyranitar, I can't trust these Snorlax. I go into Hippowdon because Skarmory's dead, and I know Hippowdon can take hits unless the Snorlax decides to reveal Blizzard or something. I don't even know. At this point, my brain was tired and overthinking. Like, I don't normally play. The match is going to get worse, trust me. There's the amount of misplays later. But I go for Earthquake to get damage and scout, and he just goes for Crunch again. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to go for Earthquake again. See if he's got Curse or what it is he has, Rest. So I go for the Earthquake and he goes for Body Slam and he's just trying to paralyze me again. So he's saying to me, I remember at this point he was like, since Starmie died he has nothing for him, Hippowdon. So here I'm just thinking Stealth Rock will finish him, but I might as well finish him off and get the extra leftover recovery because I can use that. So I finished Snorlax. He told me on that turn he's self-destruct. I was like, why is your Snorlax have self-destruct? What was that? Body Slam, Crunch, self-destruct? What kind of set is that? So here I predict a hidden power of a sort. So I go straight into Fable. That actually happens. And I'm just thinking to myself, do I trick? Do I Thunder Wave? What should I do? So I go for the trick. And he goes for the sub. And I'm like, ah, sub roost. Okay. He's a sub roost set. So that's going to be annoying. So here I break the sub. And I'm just playing safe. Every time I break it. I broke it here. And I just thought, okay, next turn, I doubt he's going to sub again. So I went for the Thunder Wave, and my plan is to get the Flame Orb on this thing, because, I mean, as of now, I think this is the best thing to get it on. Seeing that it's a stall set, it'll be great to burn it, and give it that permanent Flame Orb, because I've seen Heal Bell. I know he can't Heal Bell later, because the Flame Orb will activate. So despite being paralyzed, I still went for the trick, because I know Zapdos has the Pressure ability, and Pressure is very annoying with the PP stall. So the one thing I want burn is this thing. So if he's willing to Heal Bell later, then that's a burn Zapdos. He brings this thing in, so I'm just like, okay, maybe he's gonna Heal Bell now or something. So I'm back at full easy. Now that I've taken the leftovers, Magic Guard is gonna start putting in work, and I'm starting to heal in the sand, which is amazing. And he sets up a Nasty Plot, so I just paralyze it more as a scout, just to make it slower. And I'm just like, Nasty Plot? You got Nasty Plot and Heal Bell? So, yeah, I don't know, at this point I'm a little bit worried. I'm just like, okay, I'm actually scared. So, I start attacking, because he still hasn't revealed if he has a Roost or anything, because I'm predicting he's going to have Air Slash. Air Slash, Nasty Plot, Heal Bell. What's your last move? Is it Roost? Is it not? He goes for the Heal Bell here, and I was hoping to get another Paralyze. I got one Paralyze there, I was hoping to get one more. I didn't get it, so he goes for the Roost here, and I Thunder Wave him more to see the last move and to get a free switch, because I know if I paralyze him this turn, I get a free switch while he Heal Bells. Seeing he has Roost, I'm like, oh okay, fine, he has Roost. So I go into Rotom, and here I was gonna just kill it, but then my brain was like, wait, you need this thing, man, you need your Rotom for that Sizzle, so you should pull it back. So here I was thinking, yeah, I can't afford to, you know, he brings in Tyranitar again like a Pursuit Trapper, and I'm like, you're trying to Pursuit Trap me, and he goes for Superpower, and I'm like, yes, what set is this? Please tell me the goddamn set. I only found out after the battle he was holding Expert Belt, because normally Superpower is not a one-hit KO, but because it one-hit KO'd me, he told me it was Expert Belt only after the battle. So here I put in Hippowdon. I know he's going to switch out, so I use this chance to get my health up, and here I know he's gonna do something. I knew he was gonna U-turn. I predicted him to be a choice band set, but then my brain, I was so tired, my brain's like, if he Swords Dance, you're in trouble. So I went into Roserade to put some sort of pressure on him to, like, if he Swords Danced and kills Roserade, then I get a free switch into Rotom. So I put Roserade in and it just gets annihilated, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you knew it was choice band and you still played like that. So here the Zapdos burns. I played absolutely stupid again. I'm just getting tired. I went for a substitute, and just note the Zapdos outsped me. I'm max speed and I got outsped by it, and I shouldn't have played like that. There was a lot of things going through my brain at this time. I'll probably explain in a bit. Basically, I played Rotom thinking, okay, I'll kill the Zapdos, but then I changed my mind because I realized if I kill Zapdos, that Tyranitar has trapped me. So I tried to set up a sub and it didn't work. So I bring in Hippowdon because I have no choice, and I predicted he's Roost. So as he Roost, I went for Earthquake. and that's going to be super effective because, you know, Roost gets rid of the flying type. And yeah, he brings in Togekiss, and it kind of sucks for me. I needed Rotom because I know I'm going to need that thing for later. I'm someone that, you know, I was hiding it all this time. I kept switching out, trying to protect it. Anyway, I go into Starmie because I know as long as I'm faster than this thing, it cannot flinch me. It cannot, like, do much. I go for Hydro Pump just in case he bring in the Tyranitar. And he goes for Air Slash, and he did deal, to me, he dealt more to me than I dealt to him. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna start Thunderbolting because at this point, I can't, you know, if he sets up a nasty plot, I'm a little bit in trouble. He goes for Roost, and it's basically a match here. I'm just literally gonna spam T-Bolt as much as I can because there's nothing else I can do really. I can hope for a Paralyze maybe. He got the Paralyze on me with T-Bolt, so it's possible. So I go for T-Bolt, and now he switches, and I was like, god damn it, because I was debating, but I just don't trust it since I've seen Nasty Plot. So here I just go for the Hydro Pump. I was still afraid of what kind of item it had. I thought it had the Water Berry at one point, because I did not guess Expert Belt. But I managed to kill the Tyranitar, which is awesome. So yeah, he wasn't a bloody Choice Scarf or anything. So he brings in this thing, and I know I can't take a U-turn to the face. That's a kill. So the plan here is to use Hippowdon to take the U-turn, and then literally go back into Starmie. And as long as I'm faster, I'm okay with that. Because I have to be faster than the Togekiss in order not to flinch. So I bring this thing back in, and he Air Slashes me, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm a little bit in trouble here. I have no option but to recover, sorry. I have to get my health back because I know I can heal more than he's damaging. And yeah, so he's just constantly Air Slashing me. I think he's going for a crit. At this point, we were extremely tired because we're actually in the 3-hour mark. And Yus asked me, this is how tired Yus was. Yus said, does Serene Grace count towards crits? I just started laughing. So he's trying to crit me with Air Slash. And I was like, no, Yus, it doesn't count towards crits. So here he's back at full, I'm back at full. We're both stalling a bit, we're both tired. I don't know why the match took so long. I think the emulator was just so slow. Those end turns of leftover recovery, they were slower than you're seeing it. But yeah, so he sets up a Nasty Plot, and I'm just like, okay, great, because now I need Rotom, because I know my Rotom can outspeed Togekiss and Sizzle. I just didn't expect Zapdos to outspeed my Togekiss, my Rotom, sorry. He's basically stalling me because he knows that if he starts attacking, I'm going to 2-hit KO it. So he's trying to get enough health to make it more of a 3-hit KO, I guess. And I'm here thinking, okay, I got a decent amount of health. I'm pretty sure I can live at Air Slash and attack this turn. And look at this, Air Slash basically just messed me up so badly. So now I'm like, great, you've won just because you're going to flinch my Hippowdon, and that's the end of it. So Hippowdon takes the Air Slash. Shockingly, I don't flinch and I survive. And I go for the Ice Fang, I reveal the Ice Fang. And I actually do manage to get the kill because obviously Sand is just going to finish it off. But I'm such a low HP right now that obviously Sizzle's going to come in and sweep me. So this game goes to Yus, and at this point we were so tired. We were just like, alright, we're so done. I can't believe a match took 3 hours. But anyway, one thing I wanted to say was that play where the Rotom was in on the Zapdos. Basically, I bring in Rotom. My normal brain was like, alright, your Zapdos is below 50%. Rotom's going to come in, finish it with a T-Bolt, right? Because there's not much Zapdos can do to Rotom. I bring in Rotom, and just before clicking T-Bolt, I remembered he had the Tyranitar. So at the last minute, I said to myself, alright, you got to sub, because you're in here now. You have to sub something, because that Tyranitar's there. So I clicked on sub. I didn't expect him to outspeed me. I didn't expect him to paralyze me. And then basically it told me I didn't have enough health for sub, and I was like, oh my god, that did not just happen. So that's the turn where I think I did the biggest misplay. I didn't predict him to outspeed, and whether he did or didn't, if I got the kill, I would have been trapped and I wouldn't have had Rotom for Sizzle later. So it was more of a panic move, and that's why it went down like that. So yeah, yeah, I can't really say much. Both me and Yus will just tired. So anyway, it was a long match, but it was a fun match, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, Yus's Tyrants are putting work. So I hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you lot in the next one.